We'll talk to Leslie more about that as we continue our open house visit on 680 CJOB. One of the other things that Leslie and her husband Kent do is give back, and give back very generously. They're lifelong Winnipeggers. They're Manitobans. It goes with the territory. Talk a little bit about the great charity work that you and Kent are involved in.
To date, I've done 12 different missions around the world. We've been to Egypt, we've been to Africa, we've been to Honduras, we've been to Panama 3 times, and going and fitting mainly children and adults around the world that normally would not get hearing aids. When we did China, we were there for almost 3 weeks, fitting people with hearing aids. We were the first government-sanctioned charity to ever go into China.
How did this start?
It's again through the Starkey Foundation.
Okay.
And the Starkey Foundation, I don't know how many millions of free hearing aids that they have fit to people in countries that would have no chance of ever hearing. And to give that child the gift of hearing, and to have the mom crying because the child has never heard the mom talk.
Wow.
Never heard the mom's voice. We did one in China where we fit the mom and the dad, and they said the child wasn't hearing, so we fit the little one that was about 3 years old. So we fit the whole family with free hearing aids.
China is a huge country.
Yeah.
How do you choose the area? Do they submit an application? Or?
They went ahead of time. There's a lot of groundwork that goes on ahead of time. Local ENTs go in, test the children. There might be a Lions group or somebody that sponsors it. And, the impressions are all done because most of these are behind-the-ear hearing aids. The ear molds are all ready. We go in and we just do the fitting of the hearing aids.
Yeah. So where is the next mission to?
South America somewhere. They haven't quite decided.
Right.
They did put a bid in on it when we went to the Starkey Gala last year in Minneapolis, but the mission itself, I think the bid was $200,000. And so it'll depend on how many different offices and dispensaries through Canada that they can get signed up as to what the price will be per office.
Right, yeah. And so how many more missions do you think you'll do before all is said and done? Or is this something, Leslie, that's just going to be
It's just wonderful to give back. It's just wonderful. The industry has been very good to myself and my family. I have 2 of my daughters working in the office with me, which is a blessing as well. But just to go back and to come home, and just how humble you are after you've given somebody the gift of hearing that would never, ever have that.
And the nice part about this is you've just mentioned, you have 2 children who are working and see the everyday maneuverings of the business.
Right.
Once you are not traveling anymore, then they'll probably be able to maintain the legacy.
Yeah, because it is something wonderful that in this day and age that you can give back to something in the world, no matter how you decide to do it. But it's just wonderful to be able to do it.
I guess one of the coolest things ever would be if one day someone who you donated a hearing aid to in a faraway country all of a sudden showed up at the Polo Park Hearing Centre.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be something?
No kidding. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Hey, Leslie, this time has just absolutely flown by.
It has. I can't believe it.
Yeah. Well, it is true that time flies by when you're having fun with good friends. But thank you so much for everything you do. I don't know if enough people know about what you guys are doing behind the scenes as well, because you don't stand out there and trumpet it and make a big deal out of it.
It's not the same if you do.
Exactly. Right? Exactly. Yeah. Thank you, and all the best for 2018.
Thanks so much, Kelly.